Good evening, my name is Jrsm301, and I'm back with two new competencies. I did one on oral communication last video. This one will be reading fluency and written communications. So, reading fluency, it's important to be able to read and understand what's being written. So when you're given something to read and take notes on, or you're reading a book or a magazine, it's important to be able to read well, quickly, and understand it. So being able to read quickly and understanding quickly can help you take in more information. So when you're reading and you're taking in more information, you can take in more information in a shorter period of time. Therefore, that'll allow you to take in more information. Excuse me. So when we're reading, we have to look at who's writing and do they have an agenda. So it's important when you're reading something to understand who the author is, what they're trying to tell you, and if they have a reason for why they're writing what they're writing. So it's important to understand the main points of information in reading. So you can go through pages and pages and pages of different writings, and there'll be a general point. It's important to understand what that main point is and to be able to take away from the reading what the point is. So in doing so, let's say research project, you can take away the main point from an article or an experiment and apply it to your work to help support your information. So, in doing so, in a study with 122 Spanish-speaking children, in the treatment group that they had, the experiment showed that reading fluency improved the reading comprehension and overall communication skills in these children. So these children were in 3rd and 4th grade, and they were originally Spanish-speaking. They were learning English. And reading fluency helped them to be able to comprehend more, which is very, very interesting and further proves the point which I was speaking on earlier, that being able to understand the information and reading it well will be able to allow you to understand information better. So let's switch gears to written communications. So in written communications, it's important to be able to express yourself in a cohesive manner. So we want to make sure that when we're writing, that the audience, who's ever reading, will understand what we're writing for and why we're doing it. So other reasons for written communication, why they're important: it's important to express your feelings and emotions. You know, there was a time before the internet and emails and videos when people wrote letters and they expressed emotions and feelings in different ways that kind of has just been lost by the wayside now. But some people still do it, and it's important to make sure you use the correct platform to express yourself. So make sure, if you're doing a research project, that you're writing and including the right information for that. Bibliographies, social media. You know, you're going to speak different in social media than you are in a research paper. Forums, emails, and written letters. All these are going to count for different types of ways of writing, because you want to make sure that whoever you're writing that to is getting the gist and understanding exactly what you're talking about. So there's lots of concerns with written communication. In my opinion, a lot of kids nowadays don't have the understanding of how to spell things correctly, because they've always had WordPerfect, which spell correct. Their phones have autocorrect when they text. And a lot of the time people use shorthand now. LOL, LMAO, all these different acronyms that stand for these different things. Writing is going down the tubes big time. So in accordance with that, a 2017 study showed that when spelling and grammar errors are made, the lower perceived credibility a person may have. And I've seen this firsthand. I've done this myself on social media and forums, when I make mistakes and I see them afterwards, I'm like, wow, everybody must think that I'm silly, I'm stupid. And I think of it in others too. I think lower of them. So it's important to make sure that we're spelling things correctly, we're using the right grammar, the right tenses, and make sure that we're applying these to all the things that need them to be applied to and to do it correctly. Thank you, and I'll see you soon with the next one.